Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unlock a simple but really powerful secret. It's something that will completely change how you talk to AI and help you finally get the results you're actually looking for.
So, you ever feel like your AI just doesn't get you? I mean, you know that feeling, right? You spend time crafting what you think is the perfect prompt. You're super specific, and what you get back is, well, it's generic, or maybe a little bit wrong, or just kind of off. Yeah, it's super frustrating. Well, what if I told you the real secret isn't just telling the AI what to do, it's showing it? That's what we're digging into today. We're going to learn how to provide examples. It's a technique called in-context learning. And trust me, it can make your AI chats incredibly precise and powerful.
All right, so let's get right into it. The whole idea here is giving the AI clues, like little demonstrations, right inside your prompt. You're basically tapping into its amazing ability to recognize patterns. So instead of just hoping the AI pulls the right answer out of its massive brain, you're giving it a tiny, targeted lesson on exactly what you want right then and there. You're basically setting the stage for it. Okay, let's start with the default setting, the way most of us talk to AI every single day. It's called zero-shot prompting. And yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like. You give a direct order with, you guessed it, 0 examples. Now, for simple stuff, this works just fine. But for anything a little more complex, you're basically asking the AI to read your mind, to guess what you really want. So take this for example. You ask it to classify the sentiment of, I think the vacation was okay. The AI has to dig into all its training data to figure out that okay is probably neutral. And look, it might get it right, but it also might not. There's just so much room for it to misunderstand. Okay, so let's level up. What happens if we give it just one little clue? This is where we get into what's called one-shot prompting. And just look at the difference here. It's pretty incredible, right? On the left, the zero-shot prompt. The AI is just guessing. But on the right, we give it one example. We show it that the product is terrible means negative. Instantly, we've given it a signpost. That one little clue gets rid of all the guesswork and points the AI exactly where we want it to go. All right, now this is where things get really powerful. We're going from just a single hint to a full-on demonstration with a few examples. This is called few-shot prompting, and honestly, it's a total game changer, especially for complex stuff. So take a good look at this prompt. We're not just saying, hey, pull out the information. No, we're showing it a couple of examples of these messy, unstructured job posts. And then we show it the exact, clean, structured output we're looking for. See what we're doing? We're teaching it a pattern. And boom, here's the result. It's perfect. The AI saw the pattern, it learned it, and now it can copy it perfectly to pull out all that info from a totally new job post. It's clean, it's structured, it is exactly what we wanted. And this is the single most important takeaway here. This whole thing isn't just about getting the right information, it's about getting it in the perfect format you need every single time. You know, whether you need a list or some JSON for your app or a nice table for a report. Okay, so now you've got these 3 really powerful techniques in your back pocket. But when do you use which one? Let's break it down into a super simple guide. Think of this as your toolkit. All right, here's your cheat sheet. Super simple. If you've got a basic, common question, just give a direct order. That's your zero shot. If things are a little fuzzy or unclear, show it one example to clear things up. That's your one shot. And for those big, complex jobs where you need everything perfectly structured, you give it a mini lesson. That's few shot. So let's zoom out for a second. This is way more than just a cool trick to get better answers from a chatbot. What we're really talking about is a huge shift in how we're learning to communicate with this incredibly powerful technology. You see, learning how to give good examples, it's becoming a whole new kind of literacy. When you get the hang of this, you're not just a user asking questions anymore. You're actually a teacher. You're teaching the AI how to think about your specific problem, and you're transferring your ideas and your context right into the machine. And that leaves us with a pretty big thought to chew on. If examples are really the key to teaching an AI, what's the most important thing we should be teaching it next? Because as we get better at this, we're not just getting better answers. We are actively shaping how these tools see the world. The examples we choose to show them, well, they become their textbooks. So the real question is, what are you going to teach them?